What's going on, guys? We're going to recap two trades that I took on stream today on YouTube. If you guys want to go back and watch them, watch my last live stream. With that being said, I'm actually going to show you guys a loser that I took, and then I'm going to show you guys a couple of winners. So the reason why I want to show you guys a loser is because if you just keep firing away at your setups, assuming that you're trading within your specific trade window, you're not doing anything crazy outside of your strategy or risk, you should do okay, right? You should never blow an account. You should never, be physically unwell if you lose a trade. But I want to show you a trade that I took. And the first one we're going to start off with is a long. So if you go back to my live stream, you're going to see here, I had this box, right? My supply zone box. This is a demand zone box. I'll get into these two boxes in a minute. But I had this box adjusted here, right? There's the high, there's the low of this reason why candle on the 20 SMA. A couple of other things that are going on my chart here is I was looking at this trend line. It was tested here, 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 and obviously we broke through. I was looking for a breakout, okay? Because on the higher time frame, if you look at the left-hand side of my screen, we're still over VWAP. We were still over the 20 SMA. So I was still leaning to the long side. Okay, doesn't mean that the market couldn't reverse, because obviously towards the end of the close in power hour, we seen the market clearly dumped, but I was still leaning long. So when I was looking at this particular setup, I wasn't risking that much. This candle right here is 7.5 points. I was willing to give up around 8 or 9 points on this trade for a quick 7 to 10 points, like a quick 1-to-1 on a scalp. Now it did go in my favor very briefly. I think I was up 3 points or something, 4 points, and then immediately came all the way back down and it went below my reason why. So I exit the trade. We take a small paper cut loss, guys. We take a 9-point loss. It's nothing to be concerned about. You're going to get multiple setups that present themselves each and every single day, all hours of the day. And again, if you're trading a smaller time frame, like, sub 30 minutes, sub 1 hour time frame, you're going to get a handful of setups a day that you can realistically take. That's fine. But what this did do, and if you look at my supply zone box, okay, my supply zone box, we got another reason why candle to the downside right here. Boom. It closes back below the 20 SMA. The range on this candle is 9 points. So the same thing is going to be put into play. I'm not going to tell myself, well, I just got stopped out on the previous long. Now it's setting up short. Maybe I better not take it, blah, blah, blah. If I'm sitting at the screens and I get a setup, I'm going to fire the trade. So again, we fire the trade. Our stop loss is going to be over that reason why candle high. And the same thing. We're looking for that 8 to 12 point take profit. Why 8 to 12 points? At that current time, the ATR, the average true range on a 5-minute time frame, was between 16 and 18 points. What I was doing was cutting that ATR in half, telling myself, best case scenario, I get an 18-point move. Worst case scenario, I get stopped out for 10 points. Midline, what I'm looking for, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points. If I get it, I'm going to snatch it. I'm going to put it in my pocket. I'm going to lock it away. That's sure enough what happened here. You can see once we confirm that reason why candle, we start to sink. I was able to get my 8 to 9 points, 8 to 10 points on that scalp. Now, look at what happens here. Not only do we turn around, we come off of a very strong hammer candle inside of our previous demand from earlier in the day. That started to really look juicy here. This is a little bit more risk. We were putting up 17 points for total risk using a stop loss below the reason why. And if we confirm the high, we want to shoot that position, and same deal. If the ATR is 17, 18 points on a 5-minute time frame, I'm looking for half of that, 8 to 12 points, anything in between. If I manage to get a full 18, great. If I don't, fine. I'll be willing to cut in profit for 8, 9, 10, 12 points. Doesn't really matter. We pick up another winning trade here. So although we lose on this trade here about 10 points, we pick up around 10 points here, and we pick up around 10 points here. So now we are net positive 10 points after 3 trades. Okay, so after 3 trades, and again, if you're looking at this from a perspective of trading one mini contract, you're up around $200. If you're trading 5 micro contracts, you're still net positive $100. And again, guys, there was multiple setups today. Look at, here's a long setup here that was a winner. Here is a short setup, or there's a short setup that I took. Here was another long setup here that was a winner. There was multiple winners. Here was another long setup here that was a winner. There was 1, 2, 3 winners, 1 loser, 4 winners, 5 winners, and then obviously to end the day, we just absolutely flushed into the VWAP. But I was no longer sitting at the screens, which I was, but hey, you know, it is what it is. So again, there was multiple opportunities to get into trades, and if you just allow this setup and the strategy to do what it needs to do, yes, you're going to take a couple of losers. So what? Get over it. Cry me a river. But if you manage your position size and you keep firing those trades when they are valid, you will make up for it. If you guys want to join Evolution Traders, that link is down in the description box below. Again, it's a little bit more for the serious trader. For the self-starting trader, I'm not going to be there to hold your hand and tell you when to click and when to buy. I'm more so wanting to teach traders to read the price action and manage your emotions, manage your risk, and manage your P&L on a day-to-day basis. If you want to get involved in some live trading with us, you can definitely do that. Also, Apex is 80% off again, guys. You can use code DANTHONY, and daytraders.com. I just loaded up today. They have just recently brought Project X platform at 90% off. You guys can use the link down in the description box below for daytraders.com to get that Project X at 90% off. I will see all of you guys on the next video.